Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is BMT coming at you. Make sure
Like, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this that when it comes to that, and I personally titled it pushback. Um, and it was something I grew up with having or hearing that as this is the biggest issue of what people have a problem with in this space. And I can appreciate good pushback. I can because honestly, I do it. This is what made me who I am today. I push back against a lot of stuff that was propagated or put on me or indoctrinated in front of me or to me. And the same thing, the same thing with um, a lot of men that I call my equal or ilk, or and I always have to ask the question. Because people say, BMT, you're over the place. No, I'm not. I'm very concise about what I talk about because I've been interrogating prisoners and different other people. I've been traveling around the world. I've questioned a lot of doctrines. I've been doing this thing for a long time. And the thing about it is, when you start interrogating and asking Black people certain questions about the nuances of stuff that they do or why they say what they say, they get angry. They do. Um, how dare you question me? How dare you question me? Don't don't push back against what old people say, what older people say, because you're too young. Don't push back against what niggas think, because you're. How dare you? Don't push back against ignorance. You know. Don't push back against somebody who thinks that they're more higher or superior to you. I mean, it's like you can't say nothing. You just have to agree. And I hate that monolithic mindset that I have to just nuance. I have to just agree with whatever you say. I think that's very dangerous. Yes, Ema. Yes, the church. Oh my gosh. God forbid you say anything against the church. God forbid you say anything calling out somebody who's doing something unseemly. This is why we have a big problem of why some people just mentally divest out. Like they just don't want to be bothered. Um, I was supposed to talk about something yesterday, last night that I was privy to listening to. And when I pushed back against it, there was a problem. There was a problem by what I was saying. Um, because they were like, well, what are you saying? What are you doing? Like, it's that always the deer with headlights mentality, like, how dare you? And I'm like, see, this is why I don't do echo chambers. I don't do echo chambers very well. Echo chambers is you want, well, the men need to come together. No, you want an echo chamber. Don't say come together. Just say you want an echo chamber. And see, the get along gang is not gonna. We're not gonna move together. I actually do better. Or I tell, this is why a lot of people are now going with the individual, because when they start hearing certain stuff, other people don't want to hear the pushback. They don't want to hear Iman question, why are we doing what we're doing? Why? How? Listen, bro. Why should I understand or just go along with you? What's going on, Misha? I gotta make sure I rent you up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I rent you up. You rent me. I gotta make sure I give you a rent. Iman, I'm not sure if I gave you a rent also. Iman has definitely um, been definitely a big contributor. Like, you can't get mad at the nuances of people now. This is why I always am mindful when people start talking about the good old days. Back then, when people didn't have options. Back then, shout out to Sly, when the universe gave people freedom of choice and will, people got mad at that. People upset at that. People are upset when other people have freedom of choice and they can make choice. They can speak out or speak against certain things and say, wait, that don't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, wait, why is that funny? Why are y'all talking like that? See, y'all don't like see, and this is a sentiment I always find very privy to why a lot of people do not want to holistically rock in certain communities. Now I'm talking predominantly for the black community or the minority community, or when you talk, I'm calling you right back. This is why. Okay, bro, I got you, but just know you always have it in the toolbox. Like like this is the problem why a lot of men today and women do not want to rock with their communities. I'm being honest. And this is not just a black thing. This is a lot of different nuances of different younger people or different nuances of people who are always shuttered in certain societies. They don't want to be in that society no more. But they're like, yo, like, if I don't agree with it, then y'all have a problem, or I'm the problem. Or maybe let's just call it out the society or the indoctrination mindset that you're talking about is a fucking problem. And you see, when you call out certain stuff, like I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me tell you when I started getting blackballed in in the black space. When I said black people are not superior like they say they are, black people turned up on me. But where was the lie? Where was the lie? You're not superior like you think you are. Is that the case? What's going on with the home? What's going on? What's going on with the children? What's going on with the education? What's going on with the finances? How dare you, BMT, say that? What's going on, Angels Army? The minute I told black women in a certain chat that, hey, y'all women complaining about the men, but y'all going around fucking with the wrong men. Y'all out there being promiscuous. Y'all doing X, Y, and Z. Hold up. How dare you give us pushback? I noticed that whenever you see, this is why I hate these groups. This is why I hate groups. Whenever you don't say what your group wants to hear, they want you hanged, they want you dead, they want you gone. There's no such thing as being a free thinker. Not with these groups. You can't call out, I'm a black man, and how dare I call out other black men? Hey, bro, y'all need to stop going out there talking about y'all gonna be making babies and fucking other women and back in the good old days. Like, bro, stop that, bro. But at one point, your ass is under somebody else's heel. Exactly, exactly, Reg. I'm in my own space and they still trying to blackball me. You're not allowed to get pushback. Shout out to Rez, the bad guy, one of the goats of pushbacks. You're not allowed to question the manosphere. You're not allowed to question the black manosphere. You're not allowed to question any of the godfathers. You're not allowed to question. See, this is why this space or these spaces suck. You can't question older content creators about some of their talking points, but how dare you? You have this profound Jesus Messiah talking point around you that nobody can say anything about you. Don't worry, I'll open up the panel. Y'all can bring me all the smoke. I don't give a fuck. I live in fire. I gladly walk in hell. I tell Reg I'm in hell every day. So you can't do nothing to me. I'll be that demon. I sit down with Bob Bolger every lunchtime, and me and him play goddamn tiddlywinks and pity pack. Black men talking about getting young girls and that they're talking about consensual age. The minute you start calling them, hey, bro, y'all sounding like a bunch of you know what? Oh, how dare you? How dare you? There you go, throwing that word around. Bro, how do you think everybody outside is looking at you, bro? So when I say that, or any man says or that, or questions you, because it's a black man or a black woman or anybody that's a minority, I'm supposed to be on code and go along with you. No, I can't push back against the nuances of your fucking logic. And I gotta be for real. That just makes it seem like y'all a bunch of weak bitches. I'll talk my shit from my throne in hell. It just makes you seem like you're a bunch of weak bitches. You can't say nothing about anything, or else you get. How dare you? Some of y'all same dudes who are riding for goddamn all kind of shit. Like, listen, man, and see, this is the problem. People don't like to push back. People don't like to be questioned. Y'all want everybody just to agree. Agree, give you the best rim job, lick your ass, and just say you were right. How, I want a woman that don't give me pushback. Well, then don't get with a fucking woman then. Go get with a fucking drone or a slave. Go get your poverty, bitch. I want a man that protects me and treats me like a queen or a goddess. Listen, bro, there gonna be some days that man's not gonna want to even fuck with you. He lives with you. He gave you kids and shit. He gets you money. But some days that man gonna be like, man, I'm tired of this, bro. Anybody with some free will or mindset is going to get pushback. It's the stupid talking point that I keep hearing, that literally, how dare you? Oh my God, you're just disrupting panels. No, I'm actually giving pushback. My pushback costs. It costs now. It's gonna start costing. I need to start getting paid for my pushback. Ain't no way I could be. Ain't no way I could be this much of an outlier. If I talk about family, well, BMT, you can talk about family, but you're an outlier. No, motherfucker. Probably because I'm just talking from reasonable common sense. I thought we were supposed to be some free thinking people. If you want to say you want to be a goddamn good slave, then just say you want to be a good slave. If you want to say you want to be a butt broken bitch, just say you want to be a good butt broken bitch. But I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to say. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. Don't fuck with me. I'll be that fucking crooked teeth supervillain. I don't give a fuck. You didn't make me. You didn't build me. You didn't doggone. Y'all didn't pay me. Listen, bro. I'm my own freak. That I'll push back everything. I'll knock the fucking building block down. I'll kick your Legos over. I don't give a fuck. I'll take the juicy juices and the snack packs and flip the damn table. Fuck your table. Fuck your Justice League. Fuck your goddamn spear. Fuck everything y'all believe in. I'll be the pushbacker. I might even just start a space called the pushback spear. Because I don't play nice. I'm not built to play nice. I respect strength. If you believe in what you believe in, 10 toes down, motherfucker. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't agree with common sense. And I'm not here to say I'm going to cause problems. But we got to admit that we have seen some questionable shit go on, and nobody's allowed to say anything back. And that's a fucking problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. How dare you? You just had it where all these dudes that fucking doggone praise and idolize the old man, Obsidian. And the people that gave Obsidian pushback, y'all attacked them. Y'all remember that? Now, for almost 3 years, this man has done the opposite of what y'all preached about. You know, I know that a lot of these people that y'all idolize, they do the opposite, and y'all still don't give them no pushback. A lot of these people y'all praise and kiss off and kiss their ring, y'all don't give them pushback whenever they do the opposite. Oh, V-Dub, V-Dub. I live in hellfire. I'm beyond the light now. Shit, I'm with I'm sitting down with Lucifer Morningstar right now. I might even change my goddamn icon to Lucifer Morningstar. Y'all, I hear so much of people talk about back in the day, the household. But then the minute a man said, "Hey, you know what? I have no problem protecting a woman." Oh my God, he must be a simp. Well, hold up, bro. You talking about the 1950s when men were in a home? So wouldn't you protect your woman and the people in your community? Nah, man, fuck all these women. So why the fuck you keep talking about 1950? Why are you talking about 1960? Why are you talking about 1940? See, when you get pushback, motherfuckers got problems with you. When you actually start talking about certain stuff that, yo, bro, everything wasn't sweet sauce like you think it was, bro. Y'all like talking about these dimes and these goddamn sexy bitches, but then y'all always like talking about, oh man, these Instagram hoes, they ain't shit. Make up your mind, my nigga. Like, do you want the IG bitch or do you want the goddamn basic bra? Like, you gotta pick a struggle. Y'all bash the basic broad and like to get on their dress size. But then again, y'all also like to say, well, I'm the modern day guy. Well, no offense, nigga. Yes, we get it. You are the modern day average Joe. You are the modern day fuck up loser. Yes, we acknowledge that a lot of y'all are losers. I am also a loser in life. But that does not give you the right to say that we have no right or recourse to be allowed to give pushback. That does not give you the right to say that we do not have the right to give pushback. And see, and because you don't have a right, you know, if I'm going to do this, I need to do this properly. Let me go do this properly. Let me do this properly. Let me do this properly. I do apologize. I should do this properly. Do this properly. How dare I? How dare I? How dare I not do this properly? Because if I'm going to talk about this shit, I need to do this properly to where this can be properly evaluated. Oh my God, I'm getting out in the ghetto. Wait, this is not a ghetto. I'm getting out in a neighborhood. Let me get out in the ghetto. I'm back. Which is always amazing to me. A lot of people like talking about the ghettos, but a lot of y'all don't even live in the fucking ghetto. Why y'all like talking about the ghetto so damn much? See, that's another thing about it. I always wonder about that. People like reporting on the ghettos, but y'all don't even live in the ghettos. Y'all don't even live in the fucking ghetto. But y'all so fascinated with that shit. Y'all not even cool enough to be in the ghettos. I'm blaming Ruben. Okay, fuck. Let's get into the workshop. Morphin time.
Time to pop my edible. One for time. Edible. Ready. Open up the panel. Mm-hmm. All right, I got my powers. Been activated. Lights, check. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and get this all going on. Mm-hmm. Auntie, what's going on, bro? Hang on, give me a second. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So we're here. Mm-hmm. Now, so let's get back to it. And so this has been an ongoing issue of why black, well, just people. This is why y'all have an issue. This is why y'all have the problem y'all have. Black people don't like pushback. They want to be pushbackers of when other people say things about them, for the most part. But now you have it to the nuances where if somebody calls it out, and they don't do it from no malicious intent, they just say, "Hey, man, I don't agree. I don't agree." Y'all get mad at them and call them out. Y'all get mad at them and call them out. And that's a problem. That's an ongoing problem. Have we not questioned the church? Can we not question the home? Can we not question the women? Can we not question the men? Can we not question the way of the rearing of the children? Why is it that whenever we question those types of nuances, you know what I'm saying? There's a problem with that. Oh, I never understood that. Y'all want to judge certain lower hanging fruit, but then you get problems when other people like to judge you. Hmm? I bet you if people start going in, I bet you if other groups of people start going in on Antonio Brown, how y'all gonna handle that? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna get them pushback? Well, at least he's a millionaire. He's a football player. Y'all don't like. But see, the thing about it is, we're not allowed to give pushback to each other, especially in certain spaces. And I say that's in kind made you weak. That's made you weak. a lot of these men say that they want to be treated like men. I remember one of the most profound things, and shout out to Auntie. I was very proud of him one day. He went on a panel. I remember Auntie went on a panel and gave pushback about that of the culture of dealing with women. Now, he was telling his experience as a man that's moved on. He gave pushback. And a lot of the men thought he was weak, thought he was a simp. Because why? Because he moved on. You know, the sentiments of, oh my God, like the man is so helpless and so afraid and weary. I'm like, well, what do y'all expect? He's a man. He's not catering to your feelings. You see, men and women, especially on social media, they want to be catered to. They say they want the truth, but give it to me lightly. Y'all got mad when when people were saying all kinds of things about your godfather. But in the eyes of other men and women, he's soft. He's fragile. Hang on. Let me see if I can go grab it real quick. Let me see if I can grab this real quick. This shit had me dying and rolling. This shit had me dying and rolling. That other people outside of this space see him as a nuisance. That he broke. But if you talk about that, I'm going to tell y'all why a lot of people, and I know a lot of people don't like him. I'm going to tell you why a lot of people, the most dangerous pushbacker in this space, I'll probably put the most two dangerous people in this space that get pushed back. And I know they don't like each other. GMT and Super Sly. The people who usually get pushed back, they want them gone. They want them exiled. They want them to submit. Shout out to Angel's Army. And AM, oh no, AM is definitely a great pushback. I would honestly say Angry Man is a great pushbacker. One is enablers, those who most dangerous people in this space. See, I would definitely say the enablers. And so, let me read this real quick. You are a great person, BMT. Keep up the great work. Be happy for who you are. Do what makes you happy. Love you. Thank you, Angel. And Angel is a very profound supporter. He supports me. See, the thing about it is, I don't change. I go over to different. If I could literally record, with Angel seeming, the stuff that I talk about, and let me tell you when conservatives, some certain conservatives started getting mad at me when I said Black people need certain type of reparational help. A lot of conservatives got mad at me, but I'm like, why? Yeah, it was until that information came out. That's when there was a problem. I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that either. I know they wanted my information. I was like, my information online is old, so y'all will be looking at shit that years old. I mean, I guess you could try to find me. I'm not hiding. You know, I don't know. I've been. I tell you, I don't know. I think I'm too visually open, but I want to show y'all the reality of this is how some people live. And I like my life. I'm proud of my life. I worked hard for where I am. You know, so why should I be ashamed? I don't like when men and I don't like when men like to shame women, but y'all don't like it when other groups of other men start shaming and talking about you. Hmm? Y'all can't shame women. I be trying to tell y'all, black men, y'all can't shame women. Y'all walk around with y'all pants sagging and all kind of other kind of crazy shit. Y'all at the bottom of the barrel, just like they are. How you gonna shame them? Hmm? You know, I don't mind pushbacking against certain nuances. But y'all can't be afraid. Y'all can't be ashamed or afraid of pushback. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't. That's why I don't have a problem too much with when certain people. I don't. I don't always agree with the pushbackers, but I understand them. I understand their nature because they're not going to just go along to get along. And see, that's the problem that a lot of people want in the space. They want people to go along to get along. This is why I'm never going to be on any of those lists. This is why I'm never going to be one of those good guys or one of those people that get along or be invited to the party or any other shit. I don't give a fuck to because honestly, I'm gonna be like, why are we doing this dumb shit? Hmm? Why are we? I love my solidarity of what I have right here. I'm not pressed about numbers. That little clicker right up there, I'm not pressed about that. My my view count is good. I'm not dependent on YouTube. YouTube don't pay me enough. YouTube don't pay me enough to humiliate myself. To say the stupid shit a lot of y'all say on here. And if you were to play that shit out loud to the actual plausible masses, you know when people really start feeling embarrassed when people start playing their videos to people that they really don't know. You see, here's the thing about the internet. This is why they started critiquing that of the comment section because it was the pushback, right, of what people were saying. A lot of people couldn't handle that. I didn't build a channel of an echo chamber. Clever Kev can tell you that. I didn't build a channel of an echo chamber. Nope. I built a channel of people from various points of experience that we can all speak from. That we could take the ball of life and throw it around the room. And a lot of people like that because they're like, why can't we just pass it or hold it together? No, fuck that. Throw that ball around the room. Is it fair to say that a lot of modern women have some type of mental disability, yeah, they're mentally fucked up. Is it fair to say that a lot of modern men are weak? Is it fair to say the society is? And a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people don't want to deal with somebody calling them out. People try to get mad at me when I say stuff. I'm not gonna lie. If you say some stuff that I don't agree with the sentiments that literally deal with that of children, and literally I'm listening to how you're talking and how you're addressing that situation, I'm going to give you pushback. I am. You think I like what's said on my panel all the time? Say, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. I don't. But you know what? It's okay. It just gives me time to self reevaluate things in my life. But don't do that around other black people now. Don't. Because how dare you? I hate that when people say, how can you challenge what I say? Peace to the honorable brother Art Nostal TV. Art has a beautiful panel. And I thoroughly enjoy him. I thoroughly enjoy his energy, his vibe, and his build. We can agree to disagree. We don't have to get along. That's something that I had to understand. I remember people got mad because I had people. I remember people got mad. BMT, the BMT co-host family is comprised of that of a feminist, an LGBT member, a a poly a poly man who's in a poly relationship, a working class entrepreneur black woman, a black lawyer, is comprised of a transsexual. It is comprised of that of a mother, a bank investor, a multimillionaire. I'm literally telling y'all the people that sit on the board, like that I literally will have to answer to. I say that I'm up there, but at the end of the day, I still have to answer them. I'm telling y'all, that is the BMT host. They literally they send me all kind of stuff, emails, talks, they phone numbers. They talk behind the scenes. They watch y'all. They literally talk back to me. You'd be surprised the information that comes across me. And I still speak the way I speak. Shit, even I've been fired and rehired and then goddamn put on punishment. And, y'all think I'll be catching hell with these people? But I love them because we give each other pushback. We are not a monolith. We agree on certain things. Like we have certain things that we don't We don't play them games with. We don't play them games with sexual abuse. We don't play them games with infringing on other people's rights. We don't play them games with literally you want to talk down on people, but then when we say, okay, let's pull out the mirror on you too. Dear good sir, dear good ma'am. We call it out when it comes to the culture and also praise the culture. But you can't get mad when we give pushback. And see, that's the problem I have with Black people and sometimes these spaces is that you're not see me, appreciate me, but you can't call out anything about me. And oh yeah, oh my mistake. I also almost forgot. We also have a Black scientist, germologist. One of our members did die. We lost one member. Shout out to Yusef Wadif. Respect to you, brother. May you rest in power. And me and Yusef didn't always agree. But that's why we were such a good team. That's why we got so much done. Because we gave each other pushback. It's like if you ever climbed on a wall, and let's say y'all both are trying to climb the wall, you would actually do better if both of y'all push off the wall, put your feet up against each other, and push off of each other, and you could actually walk up the wall off of each other's feet. What's going on, Exile? Black people, y'all got to stop being afraid of pushback. Y'all got to stop being afraid of people questioning, and y'all can't be afraid to push back. You do. I'm sorry, I was caught up in the thought. I literally was. I was caught up in the thought of if I stopped giving pushback, would I then be accepted by Black people if I just agreed? If I, as a Black man, just went along with the nuances of whatever was said, would y'all then accept me? Would I then be agreeable? If I just accepted what y'all wanted me to say, and I open up the panel to anybody, do you not want to get pushed? Do you not want to be questioned? Let me pull up this. Now, mind you, this is a North American and the North American one. It's a phrasal verb, a push. The show starts at 9, has been pushed back. Disagree. with or oppose an action or proposal, it's important to push back and say that I'm the one who needs to manage the process. What does it mean? If you push back against something such as a change or criticism, you refuse to accept it or try to prevent it. Teachers who feel they have been criticized are starting to push back. Now let's go with that right there. Okay. All right. Because I feel like these spaces were made for pushback. These spaces were made to fight for the rights of men, to have a place where y'all feel free that y'all can speak with y'all views about certain nuances of society, of how they judge you, how they talk about you, how they critique you, how they say things about you. So you made these spaces, these channels, these talk points off of the nuance that you refuse to accept it, or you want to try to prevent that of certain natures that oppose against what you, the individual, believe in. Y'all made that. But how dare you, how dare I come into your utopia and disagree with you? Am I supposed to disagree? Am I supposed to just be humble and just fall on my knees and praise and adore you? If I refuse it, then I refuse it. I don't accept it in my spirit. Y'all always have a problem with people who push back and and don't want to accept shit. That's a problem. See, and this is a problem. Why y'all are now y'all doomed to fail. We don't have to. We just because somebody pushes or refuses it, don't mean that they're in contention of hating you. It just means that I just don't get why you're doing that. Or, if I don't get it, then help me understand it. Like I understood that of the contention of when some people said certain stuff, I said, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to re-listen, but I'm going to give my pushback. I'm going to give my reasons of why I said what I said. And a lot of people told certain people, don't do that. Don't talk to him. Don't do this. Don't do that. So you're telling other people that they're not allowed to think and actually go seek out and go get an understanding of their own opinion. That's dangerous. That's indoctrination. You're not allowed to think for yourself. You're not allowed to have opposing ideals. One of my most favorite people I love to dialogue with is Nameless Protagonist. We have the most intricate, detailed dialogue with each other. I get people like to talk about the sexual market of what the women are doing, but I'm like, okay, then what's the sexual market of the men? Why are you coming at the men, BMT? Oh, well, shit, I'm a man. I can only speak of that of the market that I'm in. I'm a man. You're not going to tell me that I cannot call out other men. How you going to talk your shit about one group, but you can't call it your own group? What's going on, Super Mike? And that's a big issue that we have. And this is what makes us weak. Steel sharpens steel. You want to know how you know if you made a good sword? Take that sword and swing it against another sword. See if it chips. See if it starts to mess up. Now, I'll listen, but I also am going to critique. And see, that's a problem. People can't handle critique. The first thing they'll do, the first thing they'll do to the pushbackers is try to discredit what they are saying. They'll try to discredit the individual. Well, the reason why you're saying what you're saying, or, well, first of all, you were never part of our group anyway. Oh, so I was never part of your group. That's known. So the first thing you'll do, you'll tell the person that they were never part of your group. They have no say-so in what y'all do. Because how dare they speak against what you talk about? You want to talk about the family, but then I can't say nothing about y'all, the single man. But before I had a family, I was a single man. So why can't I speak about that? Well, you don't understand the element of the environment. What are you talking about? I have a whole family that's in the environment. I'm raising 4 single young men. So why would I not know in the environment if I'm raising single young men? Nobody's born into this world with somebody. They're born into the world alone. They have to be taught and engineered. They have to learn. They have to be raised up into a modern fashion. But some people are so stupid, they don't understand the nuances. So when you give them that pushback, and I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect, no matter what, everything has to be built with some type of flaw. You don't believe me? There's no such thing as a perfect human being. And they said, well, Jesus was perfect. And I asked the question. I said, if Jesus was perfect, then why did he have fear? I said, no. What are you talking about? Jesus, I said, well, fear. That's why he went to the Garden of Gethsemane. He went there to pray, but he was so scared of what was going to happen that his sweat turned into blood. Because that's how afraid he was. So that means he was definitely intact of a flaw. He was afraid, but he understood the mission. You were told as a Negro that, guess what? You're too dumb to read. You're too stupid. But you gave them pushback. See, it amazes me in these tribes that we like to form, you are not allowed to go against the grain. Or best, you have to get out of the tribe and say, well, then what makes when you want to go against the grain? Why should we listen to you if you can't hear what I have to say? Y'all like talking about these women out here hoes. Somebody gotta be fucking them. Last time I checked, men pay for hoes. Men are always the biggest buyers and recipients of hoes. You can shame the women, but you can't shame no man. You're trying to shame the man into something that they've been doing for since the dawn of time, before that was the first currency. So how you can call out whole society, but you can't call out human society, which is one of the oldest practices. This is why I said you're fighting a self-defeated battle. We got to teach the women, but you can't even teach the boys. Well, that's the mother's fault. What do you mean? Go be a teacher. You see how I want to give these kind of pushback, but see, I know there'll be anger, jawline, buck tooth, ugly nigga, whatever y'all want to say. But see, my self-esteem, I'm used to that. I'm used to that because understand when you start saying stuff against black or any type of people, mainly black people, they'll attack your how much money you got, your looks. They'll attack anything to try to disparage what you are saying, but is what you're saying wrong? I'm very confident in myself. I'm very self-assured in myself. Y'all don't like being judged about colorism or how y'all look or how y'all proceed or your hair or X, Y, and Z. But why do y'all use those attack patterns to try to disparage people that don't agree with you? If they were to say black people are naturally broke, you wouldn't like that, would you? You got to expect the insults. You have to. When a woman says that black man, he must be gay. I always tell the women, so what do y'all expect when those gay men be beating y'all ass? The same men y'all support, but they be beating y'all ass now. Or now y'all get mad because the men don't want to protect you, but those are the same men that y'all favor over your own men. See how I get the pushback? Mm-hmm. See how I get the pushback? And we done watched plenty of videos of them gay men beat the fuck out of the women. Y'all call each other girlfriend, but that girlfriend strength ain't the same when them two start fighting. It ain't the same. You can watch two girls try to fight that one gay man. That one gay man will oversurmountly crush that one girl. Crush some girls. You have men talk about men's rights, but y'all don't want to go. Y'all don't go up and lobby like that. Y'all find strength in going through mama, the woman, y'all queen, rather than just lobby amongst yourself. And the men that actually get in pretension of authority, y'all don't actually put y'all finances through them. Y'all rather impose that of power that y'all see. Listen, black people see power through white people. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna be honest. Only way how black people see power is through white people. 2022. I'm just being honest. Black people see power through. They do. What's going on, Tyrone? Shout out to my brother Tyrone. That's why I don't even get mad. I don't even get mad anymore. Y'all I don't even get mad. But y'all don't like it when other groups or other people try to get on y'all. Let me make sure I get Bisha set. Like, God forbid somebody and see when y'all do talk about power, only time y'all take it serious is when only time y'all take it serious like that. Only time y'all take it serious like that. Let me tell y'all when y'all start talking about racism, when a white person do it. That's when black people start talking about racism. When a white person do it, and that's when they start doing it. But a lot of shit that we do, we don't. Well, we can't be racist because of the economics. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. I've seen us be racist to other groups, Hispanics, Asians, and there's no excuse for that. But when somebody black says that, say, hey, keep that same energy when another group does it to you, you have a fucking problem. Y'all like talking about y'all women and shit, but how do other groups see you as a whole collective? They think you're a bunch of children. And I know y'all gonna say, oh, here go BMT. BMT never liked black men. Why would I not like myself? Why would I not like other men that are like-minded like me, that actually understand? Like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, and I've heard this shit say this to me so many times, especially like whenever I would go over to Rest the Bad Guys channel. They will always say BMT hates black men. I'm saying you're just a weak, bussy, beta, booty bitch. Aries. Shout out to brother Aries. But it's true. If it's a black man that supports a black woman, he's a simp. He's weak. He's lame. He's thirsty. But then you want the women to support you. How does that work, fam? Some brothers ain't starving. Or we're not. A lot of men get a lot of men can get and do get support from women. But do you recognize that woman that's giving you support? And do you also support them? Just like there's a lot of women. I heard some weak weirdo motherfucker on Facebook saying it must be easy being a woman. You get told that you're beautiful and they just agree with you. Really? With all these women having these goddamn mental health issues and all these goddamn fucking problems and shit. Man, BMT, the systematic culture, the culture. And I'm like, what culture are you talking about, bro? What culture are you talking about? What culture? Pick a struggle, motherfucker. Like y'all, it's like y'all got to find some type of median of balance, bro. And if you don't understand or you don't fuck with it, just say you don't. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to. I don't. I'm not going. I'm not go along. I'm not the go along, get along game. That's why I am the way I am, and that's why I push for the narrative that I push for. We don't have to agree. You don't have to fuck with me. You just need to understand that, hey, this is just how it's going to be. Black people for a while now, y'all said that y'all want proper representation. So that means you didn't agree with the first representation and interpretation of how you were pushed out there in the masses. You didn't agree with the statistics, do you? You don't like those statistics. That y'all eat watermelon, fried chicken. I know a lot of black people who do not eat chicken, fried chicken. They don't. I don't mind fried chicken, but I prefer bacon. So Watermelon, I like watermelon, but I haven't been eating it like that. Especially these new type of watermelon. When people talk about the culture, black culture is dysfunctional. See, I give pushback. Wait, what culture are you talking about, bro? And I got to talk about that. What culture are you talking about? Are you conferring nigga culture and black culture? Like, are you saying that we're both the same? Are you trying to confer nigga culture and black culture? You need to make a difference. You want that nigga energy so that way people will fear you, but then you don't like it when everybody treats you like a nigga. But then you also say, well, but you claim everybody is a nigga or that we're part of nigga culture. That's not true. Everybody's not part of that culture. Everybody's not, like, majority of all of y'all work. Y'all not out there doing dysfunctional shit. You're not out there causing havoc and mayhem. But y'all want the energy though. Y'all want? See, don't worry. I'm gonna do my talk later on today. Oh, don't worry. That talk is coming. What culture you want? You want nigga culture, or you want black culture? Y'all gonna have to make a difference. 2022. You just gotta tell me what side of the fence you going on. You want to be a nigga culture? Go over there to the nigga side. You want to be a hood culture? You want the black culture? Which one you want? You can't serve two masters. I know some of y'all want to, but you can't. But I'm gonna go. See y'all guys later. I'm gonna set that one up real soon. Nigga culture versus black culture. Which one do you want to be categorized with? We're definitely different. See you guys later. I'm BMT. Peace. You have a good night.